If you're looking for ways to improve your personal statement, you might want to check out this video where I take one of my students that's joined my one-on-one coaching program, get them to submit their personal statement, and I will do a walkthrough video where I go through all of it sentence by sentence and show them exactly how to improve it. So if you want to go through this along with me and work out exactly how you can implement some of the same rules to improve your personal statement, watch this video. You can get the actual original personal statement that I'm correcting if you look in the description below. But otherwise, go through it with me, see how I think and how I look about personal statements to see how we can improve them. And then at the end, I'm going to give you a gift where you can find out how to get more free stuff to help you write a really outstanding personal statement. So enjoy, and I'll see you at the end of the video.
Read it out loud. I'll be honest, I'm not, I don't think this is the greatest opening. And I think if you were to read it out loud to yourself or read it out loud to somebody else, that will kind of give you a feeling for how it flows. But so we're starting with: medicine is not a destination but a continuously evolving journey of lifelong learning. That's a very wordy sentence, and what you're kind of saying is the cliche of it's not the destination but the journey. Then, so I think something like, how about medicine is a continuously evolving something. Medicine is a continuously evolving this is, so again, here, this highly stimulating and meaningful career will enable me to fulfill my drive for academic knowledge about the human body. So it's going to help you fulfill your drive for academic knowledge about the human body, whilst also allowing me to work with the public on a daily basis. So this to me talks about what it will help you do. I want to apply the skills I will learn and develop throughout my training to improve the welfare of others. So to me, this says, firstly, it's a very wordy way of saying what you're wanting to say. And I know what you're trying to do, but it kind of rings of someone trying to sound clever, but actually kind of need to get to the point a bit more. You don't actually need to use too many words for this section, and you can save words here and use them elsewhere. But what I'm getting at is that here, it doesn't really tell me why. It tells me what it's going to do for you, but it doesn't say why. So really think about your why and kind of using words a bit more succinctly. And then the next sentence starts with motivated by reflection. I'm not quite sure I know what that means, motivated by reflection. So I was motivated by the fact that I wanted to reflect, or motivate. I think it's unnecessary to use these words here. I established my school's medical society to form and support aspiring medical students in the lower years. Okay, cool. So maybe founded would be a better word here, in fact, because basically you're the person who started it. So founded is a bit of a clearer word here. This required both resilience and patience due to many meetings required to make it official. So more like this, you've got required twice in the same sentence. I would say this required many meetings to get off the ground, which required resilience, or persistence and patience. As a leader, I have the responsibility to organize sessions and teach the students. As a leader, maybe as their leader, because as their leader, because it's relevant. You're referring to this, right? To the medical school society. So as their leader, it is my responsibility to or maybe I am responsible for organizing the sessions and teaching the students, and both of which I know will be highly valuable when practicing as a doctor. Or I would maybe say skills that are integral, maybe skills that, be careful of saying things too definitive, but kind of skills that are important for life as a doctor, or when practicing as a doctor. By the way, of course, this is just my opinion, so feel free to disagree with any of this. So before we go any further, I think this paragraph can be moved elsewhere, because what I think we need is a strong understanding of why, and then we should probably go into your work experience. I don't think you need to say, due to the circumstances I acquired work experience virtually. I don't think it needs that. One experience that stood out to me, so on my work experience, one experience that stood out to me was when I observed a consultation. During this consultation, I saw the importance of using an ethical framework such as the 4 pillars in making key medical decisions. Yeah, good. For instance, the doctor respected the girl's autonomous decision to keep the matter confidential from her parents and deemed her competent to make this. Okay, it became apparent from the girl's body language that she knew. The doctor recognised this, and by using their active listening skills and empathetic manner, the patient gained confidence in disclosing further information which was beneficial to her well-being. Okay, cool. This insight into women's health motivated me to do. I'd then say maybe the bridge from this to this is probably, what you could probably do is say, rather than this insight into women's health, is say something along the lines of delving further into women's health. I decided I started an EPQ. I decided to undertake to do an EPQ. Didn't sound as good. Undertake an EPQ regarding abortion to further educate myself about ethical issues that can arise. So yeah, I think again, this is kind of like just trying to sound a bit too clever. How about, because this insight into women's health motivated me to do an EPQ regarding abortion to further educate myself about ethical issues that can arise within medicine. Okay. So how about I then delved further into women's health by undertaking an EPQ looking at the ethical issues surrounding abortion. Something like that. See how that is well written, well said, but to the point and less wordy. Things like that. So upon reflection, this clinical encounter emphasised the importance of effective communication. So why can't we just say this emphasised the importance of clinical communication? This emphasised, yeah, upon this clinical, you can just replace that with this. This emphasised the importance of effective communication and clear decision making in maintaining the health and well-being of the population to continue improving lives. Again, you're using way too many words to say the same thing here. So let me just write out this sentence. How I mean, not necessarily how I would finish it, but okay. So this emphasized the importance of effective communication and clear decision making in maintaining the health and well-being of the population to continue improving lives. So this emphasised the importance of effective communication and clear decision making when attempting to improve lives. How about that? I mean, maybe we can change that slightly, but look how I'm saying exactly the same thing, and it's just so much clearer. What you've got to think is, a lot of people are just speed reading this. I'm reading this thinking, I mean, this is good, by the way. I'm not knocking this, but I'm reading some of this thinking, what is she saying here? And I'm having to kind of like decipher stuff, because upon reflection, this clinical encounter emphasised. So we've got 5 words here to just get to the main. Remember the who's kicking who thing, right? So upon reflection, so this emphasised the importance of effective communication. So these are the words that are important in the sentence. Emphasise the importance of effective communication, and really the rest. This is the point. Emphasise, when helping lives, when dealing with patients, when blah blah blah, X, Y, Z. This is the bit that's important. So all of this around it, combined with clear decision making, maintaining the health and well-being of the population to continue to improve lives. This is just saying, essentially, it's too many words to say to do good, right? So that's just an example of how you can take a sentence and just cut the fat out of it. Okay, since August last year, I've been helping an elderly woman every weekday with her suffering. These ideas include got a very strong rapport. This has led to many challenging conversations. Okay, this is nice. Initially, it was emotionally demanding to listen to experience. However, I have developed resilience over time, which was essential to providing a high standard of care. Which initially, okay. Maybe say this has led to managing some. Initially, it was emotionally demanding. However, I developed resilience over time, which was essential to providing a high standard of care. Okay. Maybe I would say, however, I understood the importance of developing resilience in allowing me to deliver better care, or I understood how developing my resilience allowed me to care for her better, something like that. Okay, so furthermore, through understanding social impacts she has faced, the importance of holistic care has been highlighted to me. Understanding the social impacts she has faced. Okay. Notably, I learned that you must treat the patient. So here, this sentence, you can just say, this experience helped me understand the importance of holistic care. I learned that you must treat the patient and not just the illness, and therefore a diverse range of healthcare professionals. So how about breaking this into short, punchy sentences? So this also helped me understand the importance of holistic care. I learned that you must treat the patient, treat the whole patient and not just the illness. This is best done by the diversity of skill sets possessed within the multidisciplinary team. Or I observed that this is best delivered via the variety of skills provided by a multidisciplinary team. Overall, I've gained insight into the community healthcare from volunteering. Overall, I have developed an insight into community healthcare from volunteering. Yeah, so this is nice. Overall, I have gained insight into community healthcare from volunteering and have developed my empathy. So this, maybe not as a summary. What about starting this, having this sentence, moving this sentence to the start of the paragraph? I have gained insight into community healthcare from volunteering and have developed my empathy and community skills. All of which, and then you can go into, since August, blah, 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 I've been suffering from this. These include helping. Yeah, that might be a nice introduction to that paragraph. Okay. As a result of my experience with mental health, I can appreciate the importance of a work part. Yeah, I mean, you can include this. Is that? I mean, do you allude? Are you going to put it? Is there anything that you're going to put in your in the application? Because I maybe think that this sentence is possibly unnecessary. You could just say, I appreciate my exposure has. Sorry. Okay. Speaking with doctors, I have come to. Yeah, from speaking with doctors, I realised the importance of healthy work-life balance. As an outlet, I began to play the drums, and a year later, I performed my first gig with a famous guitarist. With this came the need to be able to lead a team under pressure. With this came the need to be able to lead. What about with this came the ability to lead a team? The need to try. So with this, I think what might be a good exercise is to read every sentence out loud, and when you read it out loud, you might find just where there are words that can be cut. With this came the ability to lead a team under pressure, rather than the need to be able to lead. The need to be able to. What about the ability to? You've got need to be able to. Yeah. I think you've got too many words there, which links strongly to the role of a doctor.
So just as a little thank you for watching all of this video, I have made a little playlist here where I've put all of the personal statements that I've gone through into one neat little playlist for you. There are about 3 that I've released on YouTube, but also as a thank you, I have shown you here where you can get a discount to the personal statement course that you can watch, where I go into all of these principles in much more depth, and you can find out exactly how you can, like I say, take it from a okay or a good personal statement to one that really stands out and gets you invited to interview. And as you'll see me explain in the course, it's not just about getting to interview with the personal statement, it's how you lay the traps now, or lay the foundations now, for directing how your interview actually goes. Your personal statement will dictate the way that they interview you, the questions they ask, the tone, because they will see some things that will either annoy them, provoke them, or just make them endear to you before they've even met you, and that is going to dictate how your interview goes. So it's really important to understand the ways that you can do that. And in my course, which, like I say, I've given you a discount for by watching this video, you can find out how you can do those and really start preparing and laying the foundation for your interview going well now by the way you write your personal statement.
Okay, playing the drums has taught me that I can have hobbies outside of medicine. How about I can develop skills outside of medicine which translate to making me a good doctor. We obviously word that a bit differently, but how about like I have learned that I can develop skills outside of medicine that will transfer to strengths as a doctor, or something like that. Maybe not worded a bit better than that again. Playing the drums is something. In addition to this, I enjoy playing netball, which helps me lower my stress and acts as a relaxation activity. Great. Okay. My final decision to study medicine. I won't put final decision. Sorry, my final decision. I put my decision to study medicine is one that I have taken careful consideration for and has been informed by various experiences over time. Oh, but it's my decision to study medicine is one that has been reaffirmed by my ongoing exposure to the profession. Something like that, to say that rather than saying has been informed by, yeah, maybe use a stronger word than informed. With my skills and qualities, I will be able to thrive as a doctor and take on the responsibility of maintaining and improving the health of the population. Population is a bit strong. I mean, maybe of my patients, and maintaining and improving the health of the population. Okay, I'll be able to thrive as a doctor. Yeah, I think the point that you want to get across here is that the experiences that you've had have affirmed your decision to want to study medicine, and your skill. I like the skills and qualities. With my skills and qualities, with the skills and qualities I have developed, or maybe the skills and qualities I have developed will allow me to thrive as a doctor and take on the high responsibility of caring for people's health, or of impacting my patient's health, something like that. Okay, so yeah, in summary, good. I think this is probably the weakest part of it, which is unfortunate because it's the first bit, right? So you need to, I think if I was to sum this up, it needs a clearer why and less wordy. Just get to the point with it. And all it's serving is as your segue to your first experience, which actually I think this is great, and with the changes that I recommended, it would be good. I think the first thing you want to go into is one of these. This is a bit meatier and better. I think if you save a lot of words, I think this is quite long. I think you could say, by saving words, I think you could say this in less, and maybe add another thing. Maybe show me your list of things that you've got that were potentials to be included, or maybe some paragraphs that you've taken out, or other things. So I think you could get one more really good thing in there. So maybe have a good think. Just I would say maybe just go over the principles that I laid out in the personal statement workshop, because just if you refresh your memory with those, I think you kind of might be just slightly, breaking some of those rules. But yeah, I mean, with a bit of work, I think this will get to be a really nice personal statement. I just think the other thing is, when you're thinking about, just read it out loud to yourself and think, if it sounds wordy to say, like, it probably becomes a lot more obvious when I'm reading it to you out loud on a video. If it sounds wordy to say, sometimes it probably isn't very clear what you're saying, because you know what you're trying to say, but when you decorate it with loads of words, the message becomes a bit muddled. So I hope that's helpful. I hope it hasn't kind of worried you, because it's a good start, a good place to work from. I just think, yeah, with those changes we could probably make it a bit better. So let me know if you've got enough time to do this in time for Thursday. And I hope you find that useful. Let me know your initial thoughts via email, and then we'll speak on Thursday, if not a little bit later. All right.
Thank you for watching. I hope you found that really useful. If you didn't see where you can get your free gift, you may have gone past it. Look back through the middle of the video, because it's scattered in there at some point to show you exactly how we can help you, give you resources, and help transform your personal statement to a much stronger one. If you want to find out more about how I can do one of these reviews for you one-on-one, like I say, check out the one-on-one coaching program that I have here, the links to that you can apply to. Otherwise, if you want to watch more videos like this, you can check out our interview help here for when interviews come around. We have an entire playlist for that. Otherwise, we have our playlist of all the personal statements like this that I've released and how I direct people through them and talk through the principles that make a really outstanding personal statement. So thank you for watching, enjoy, and best of luck writing your personal statement.